Hello, I'm Otto and welcome to episode 37 of my Factorio Post Novice Guide. So in the last episode we were on Fulgora and we started prepping to make the trip to Gleba. And oh, look, here we are. At the end of the last episode we set off for Gleba and have now arrived. We didn't really do anything once we got here. I just kind of explained some mechanics and there's definitely a lot more mechanics to go through. But in this episode, we're going to start the process of setting up a starter base on Gleba. Kind of similar to what we did on Volcanus and Fulgora. And like Volcanus and Fulgora, I have hunted down and located an area that we're going to use that's not here. So one thing to note is that stone is the only, well, one of the only natural resources that we can actually mine. That is naturally available in the world. The other one is water, and there's a lot of water. So come to find out, this world that we have has way more water than I was expecting. So I did, however, find a place probably somewhere over here that we are going to end up relocating to after we get a lot of the different sciences unlocked and get things going. And that's kind of, so you can see this area is a purple area. So there are different colored areas on the planet. There's a purple area and a green area, and then everything else, basically that's how you can think of it. And we get materials from both of these sections. Since there's nothing out in the world like iron or copper, or all we have is stone and water, we end up getting our materials from the plant life. So the location that I found has a good split of the two, one kind of to the north of where we're going to be and one to the south of where we're going to be. The only downside is we are going to have to kind of compete for it. So yeah, we're going to have some diplomatic relations with the locals for territory. So, and because of that, we need to add in some science that we have not queued up yet. We are going to need to upgrade our Tesla stuff. So that is going to be down in here. Electric weapons damage rank 3 is when the Tesla stuff starts. And we have a little bit of stuff to get through before we get there. So I'm just going to add in the distractor, the destroyer. Oops. Electric weapons 1 and 2, and then 3 gets us to where we need to be. 4, 5. We're going to add a couple more after that. I also, off camera, there were a couple of things that I did. So I kind of reorganized a little bit. This guy's supplies were named Volcanus supplies. I renamed his to just supplies, and each of the planets I will end up naming Volcanus supplies. So it will be similar to the supplies, but instead of having everything, it'll have literally just what the planet still needs that it's not making on its own planet. So as an example, I removed the belts because this Volcanus is making its own belts. I removed the speed module rank 3 because same thing, it is being crafted here. I will end up doing the same thing on Fulgora. I don't think I did that yet. Yeah, so this one's still named supplies, and I will rename this to Fulgora supplies. Not right now, we'll do that later. And anything that Fulgora is making, or anything that it just absolutely doesn't need, like it doesn't need electric miners, it doesn't need pump jacks, stuff like that. Something else that I did was I completely forgot to add in the cargo landing pad, so I got the peon to do that for us, which he needs to go passenger not present on Gleba. Sorry, passenger present to be able to leave. And I think he's going to get stuck too. He's going to get stuck on, oh, he's already stuck on Gleba. Perfect. I will need him to go back soon though. As a matter of fact, why don't you just go back now? Because we are going to need some of this Tesla ammo and Tesla turrets. Oh, and I should probably increase the capacity for the turrets. Where did those go? Oh, I already did. Perfect. So something else that I did, or I guess didn't do, was I kind of noticed these guys have no sticks. So I'm going to add in some iron sticks for these. And then we are going to get started on Gleba. I know, I still have like... Oh, okay. So we don't have any of the regular buildings, but if you hold Alt and then use the scroll wheel, you can scroll through the different qualities. So I'm going to just upgrade these, and I think I need to do it with these two. You guys are good? Another thing that I'm going to be doing is off screen, I'm going to be taking kind of whatever I have and just going through and updating some of these. I'm not going to bore you guys with doing it all over the place, but just from episode to episode in between, I'm going to start doing some of that type of stuff. So even if you don't see me do it, just assume that that's happening. That way I don't have too much of this stuff. Ooh, good ones. As you can kind of see, I've already been doing that. I want to prioritize stuff that we definitely want and need. I shouldn't have done it there, because we don't need quality in these yet. I'll just have to manually go back and reconfigure some of this later. This is another important one. How much do we have left? 31? We can get a few out of that. Okay, and probably after this episode, another thing that I'm going to do is I already said that I'm going to kind of redo these and have this one be like Fulgora supplies, but it kind of comes from the base of supplies, and the supplies will be just kind of the overall natural thing that happens. Like this guy, he's going to be carrying just supplies. Excuse me. All requests satisfied. No rocket silos accepting automatic requests. You gotta be kidding me. Did I really not? Oh, geez. That could have been bad. For now, we're just going to do these 4. We will end up adding more of these later. Anyways. Moving along. Weren't these... Wait a minute. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, whatever. Okay, so... 8 minutes in. We need to get to Gleba. We will get a lot of that stuff sorted out. Okay, so... Like I was saying, we only have stone and water, and we need to start unlocking things. I think I also want the peon to... Is he still here? He is still here. Send me the... There it is. Send me the cargo landing pad. Actually, while you're at it, send me the cargo bays as well. Okay, so... Like I said, our goal is to kind of set up a starter race here. There are a couple of things that we have to manually unlock, similar to what we've done in the past with Fulgora and Vulcanus. We need to grab some stuff, and that'll automatically unlock stuff for us. Before we do that, I want to check out where our city block is going to go. Well, I mean... This is not all going to go here, but I just kind of wanted to line it up. Sure. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at our tech tree. So there are 2 machines that we will need to unlock initially. One is the agriculture tower, which we unlock by mining iron stromatolite. Iron stromatolite we can find in the pink areas. This is iron stromatolite. That one is done. And the other thing that we need to unlock is the heating tower, which comes from mining copper stromatolite, which we can find in the green areas. And that is this here. All right, episode over. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's see if we can So the next thing that we need to work on is we need to unlock the jelly nut and the Yomako. These are the two main, I guess, agricultural products that we get from this planet, and these two will be used to pretty much make most or all of what we need. So if you look at the map, you can kind of see this like these white dots on the map. That is an indicator of what it is that we're looking for, and what we're looking for is this right here. So we're just going to mine one of those, and it's going to give us 50 of the jelly nut. We're going to go check out the green area and see if we can find the Yomako. So that is not here. Here. So that is these guys here. And I'm just going to mine one for now, because we will need to do some things to these. And as you can see, they have a freshness. This freshness is on a countdown timer. Both of these last for an hour. And that is kind of the core of the planet. So we have to keep everything as fresh as possible. The freshness of what we have here will dictate the freshness of the product as well. So if we are at 50% time remaining, or let's just say 50% freshness, not time remaining. If we're at 50% freshness, whatever the product is of this will be at 50% from the start. That is where some of the problems of this planet lie, and where a lot of people seem to have a lot of problems. We are almost certainly going to have those types of problems, but I do have some ideas on some like really good ways of handling that. Things that honestly, I don't know if anyone else has done what I intend on doing. I kind of spent a little bit of time now. Okay, I haven't looked at other content creators pretty much since Space Age came out, so like I do know a couple of things. I've seen a couple of things here and there that are just, you know, so popular that everybody knows about it. Like, for instance, the upcycling asteroid strategy, which we are not going to do because it's too cheaty to me. Do I use it whenever I'm not making a guide? Yes, I do. And I loved it and it was great, but I would like to do things as legitimately as possible for the purpose of this guide. Future playthroughs, we will probably end up doing that and it'll be totally fine. But anyways, so I don't really watch other content creators too much, but I was trying to check out other people that have done Gleba, and I only saw a couple, and I don't know. Nobody does it the way that I have kind of planned on doing it. And to be fair, I haven't done it that way either, but I have had a ton of time thinking about this. Now that I am making content for it, I've had a lot of time to just sit back and think about it rather than just, oh my gosh, I have to do this while I'm actually, you know, gaming. Anyways, enough of that. So with the Yomako, we can make Yomako mash, which has a 2% chance of giving us a seed. So the seeds are both they can be difficult as well. Let's just put it that way. The jelly nut produces jelly and a 2% chance to give us jelly nut seeds. So I'm going to queue these up, and you can see that the original fruits, the jelly nut and the Yomako, had an hour. So we have 56 minutes and 39 seconds remaining on this. The Yomako mash only lasts for 3 minutes. The jelly, I believe, is 4 minutes, yeah. So it goes from lasting an hour to now it's only going to last, 3 minutes and 4 minutes? And that's kind of where some of the struggling comes through, because as you start moving down the line and things start losing freshness, you have less and less time on products that are already going to have less time at the moment of their production. Even if you were at 100%, they would still have a lot less time. So I am not too concerned about these right now. I'm actually mostly chasing the seeds. But we need some more stuff down here. Who's nearby? Is he here? He's still at Fulgora. Buddy, I need you to hurry up. Oh yeah, we need the ammo. And the Tesla turrets. And the quality, because I would like to get quality going as early as possible. Alright, so before we get too far, another thing that I forgot to do is we didn't even start setting up our Gleba science. So I'm going to use the Peon's blueprint, and we have changed this since. So I'm just going to go through and change a few things. One is in here, we need to change the ammo to 150%. The iron ore, the guys releasing iron ore, they need to not release iron ore unless it's at 140. 190 was way too high. The belts get clogged. These, I think, were fine. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be fine. I think I might have changed. Let's double check those. I might have changed those at some point too. 50 and 7. Nope, I guess not. 70 and 75. Okay, well, we will just leave it there for now. I only changed this with the 1. So it's possible that's non-issue. And he is bringing us our Fulgora science. Okay, so I need... Who's here? Peon is here. Just give me... Yeah, and we're going to need a lot of landfill. I will take... Sure. The boilers, yes. The heat pipes, yes. Heat exchangers, yes please. Steel and, well, all the rocket components. I don't... we're not going to use laser turrets, but I don't really have anything right now anyways. Oh, solar panels. I did not get anyone to grab... Oh, nobody's grabbing... accumulators. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Once we get to the point where we can make heating towers, that's largely going to be a non-issue. Oh, I did need heat pipes. Okay. So we're just going to make a couple, maybe 10 of these using our rocket ingredients. Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to steal the rocket ingredients. But I need Mr. Jam over here. How much longer you got? He's maybe only 80%. We might just have to tell him to... Oh, I see. Just time? Time is the holdup? So as you can see, our electrolyte production was fine. Chromium production is great. It was so worth doubling this up. And it didn't really hurt us that much. Oh, we are producing crazy amounts. Awesome. Oh, I saw one. Anyways. I can't really beef this up any more than I already have, but I could squeeze in an extra build. I don't want to do it here and I don't want to do it here. I could maybe squeeze something in back here and have the pipes going backwards, or maybe even invade our little bus area and add some more here. There's a couple of different things that we could do, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. I think it's largely just because we are making a lot of this stuff. Yeah, like the Tesla turrets needed quite a bit. Okay, I'm just going to tell him to come. Yeah, we don't need the quality just yet. Alright, make your way to Gleba, please. Okay, I am going to skip past this, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, we have arrived, so I need some substation. I mean, I basically need everything, so let's get some of the bot stuff down, because... Oh, no. Whatever. You know what? We'll just take all of that. That is fine. We'll take all the bots. I'll take all of the chests. I know some of those you were like, you already clicked on that one. I did. Radars. You know what? Yeah, why not? I can get some radar action going. Okay, we no longer need passenger present. You can just do your thing. So he will start bringing us regular shipments. I need to get some bots. We need, I need combinators. Substations. Clusters. I need to insert. Buddy. Oh man. They didn't. Okay, wait. You are going to Fulgora. No. Fulgora. Because I need you to. We're gonna get these and we're gonna get these in rare. Man. Is there anything else that is there that I need to get in rare? Maybe these guys? We just started making those again. I'm not worried about that one. Chemical plants. Jeez. Yeah, you know how I said I was gonna be converting all of those? I guess now's a good time. I don't think... I do need to get a lot of this going on the upcyclers. We are obviously doing just fine with ingredients. Things are still piling up. Where's the storage? Good healthy supply. Really? All those are... We only have... Wait, what? I just saw like a ton of reds. Oh, I guess not. Sick. Alright, well, that is doing a lot better than I thought. So this can be upgraded. These guys are going to have to be upgraded. Some of my blueprints are going to have to be upgraded. And we need power. Okay, so how do we get some power? Well, thankfully we have some bots. And we can start to get rid of a lot of this stuff. So this is going to give us some wood and some spoilage. So we made these heating towers, and we have some offshore pumps. Right? Offshore pumps, we need steam turbines, we need heat exchangers, heat pipes, sure. I really shouldn't, I did not mean to grab these, but whatever it is what it is. Okay, so offshore pump to give us water. We need the heat exchangers. Why am I doing this here? I don't want to do this here. I am going to do it. This is probably fine. Yeah, basically anything that I can burn, I'm going to end up burning in here. So I'm going to get the bots to kind of request in some... okay, I need to get the bots out. Oh. I really wish that I had some accumulators, but whatever, we can just deal with this during the day. Look at that. Nice large substations. Well, that'll get us a little bit of power until we can start actually getting some of this junk that I do not need in my inventory. Oh no, I need to request it. No. Why are you... Whatever, okay. I don't understand why... I mean, I know some of this is obviously not being requested, but... That? Is that why? Wait, turning that off. And let's get some bots. Yo, buddy. How's it going? Okay, let's just... He's got a check mark. I just want him to bring me... Wait a minute. Is that all the quality? Because I really don't want to have to... Okay, anyways, I guess we're handcrafting some stuff. We can get some more heating towers. We're going to need some more... We don't have any green circuits. Perfect. Did we bring any... Oh, how about that? The bots finally decided to show up. Obviously forgot to copy something. What? Oh, it's because I accidentally deleted... Oh my goodness. Alright. So we have some requester chests, and I'm just going to get them to request in. I don't have any inserters. Okay, well, we had some issues with requesting in some inserters because the dude that was requesting in inserters was collecting them at Novice, and Fulgora, trying to upcycle everything, was gobbling all of them up before he got to Gleba. So, I have corrected that. I have now requested in specifically some of the stuff that we're upcycling on Fulgora, which we did not have access to. And yeah, so we do have some of that. I got some bots going. We do not need to be requesting in. You know what? We have some rocket fuel, so I'm just going to request in some rocket fuel. We're going to do a little bit of funky stuff here. I'm going to read the temperature. And we're going to enable if T is... Where did T go? Yes, T is way down here. Go me. T is... I don't know. Less than 800. That should be fine. So now that should be disabled. That will get us a little bit of power going. And then we can deal with all this later. We don't need any of this right now, actually. Okay. Whew. Man, Gleba. So, I am going to clear out some more of this type of stuff because we are going to need some more... Let's not trash unrequested. We're going to need some more spoilage. We're going to need a lot more spoilage. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of this stuff because we're going to start converting a lot of this into its ingredients. We kind of want the spoilage. I'm going to leave some of these up for now just in case we have to get more. And we are going, okay, I kind of need to update my bot mall. I'm just going to throw in some of these. I'm just going to do all of it in one go. Let's say change this to blue. The inserter we can change to blue quality as well. And then the bot mall can just do an upgrade with that. Okay, so we need to make nutrients from spoilage. Everything's good. Everything worked. Okay, so, whew, man, Gleba. We need to have the ability, we need to make. Where did it go? Here. Okay, so I'm just gonna feed this guy some spoilage so he can make some nutrients, and that should unlock the Biochamber. Okay, so for the Biochamber, we need, oh boy. So we need some iron, we need green circuits, we need the nutrients, which we have. We brought in some landfill. How are you not? Interesting. Okay, that was weird. All right, so we can request in some of this. I'm just gonna actually use this, and I'm not gonna be able to use that. All right, so we should have some electric furnaces, and we're gonna request in iron ore. We're gonna request in copper ore. And let's get some more iron. Yes, now we can trash and request it. Look at all the jelly nut. And I start converting the jelly nut. Okay, get some copper over here. Thankfully we have plenty of that type of stuff around. And we are definitely trying to work on getting some of these seeds. That's the main reason why we're doing this. Oh, you're so fail. And then we can kind of just let this stuff spoil out and use the spoilage. So anytime I have something like this that I have spoilage, I like to set an inserter to grab just the spoilage, stick it into this chest, and then trash and request it. Okay, so for making, for nutrients, for making a biochamber, we need to get a pentapod egg. So for pentapod eggs, that's going to be interesting. Electronic circuits are easy. We can just do the bot mall. See, that works. Okay. It's just the parameterized blueprint for the other stuff that's messy. Noted. Alright, Pentapod egg. We have one down here. I need to get my Tesla gun out. Where did he go? So that's this little guy here. He's going to spawn some little pentapods after. We just got to kill those. Oh, Tesla chart is great. You can see that he dropped some eggs. We can just run over that. And now we have 2 eggs. And 2 is not going to get us very far, but we do need to use 1 to kind of start this process. Oh, and I need wire. Again, we don't need a lot of this stuff, we just need it. We're going to be running out of some of these materials pretty fast. We don't have much. And the stone is pretty much all going to be used for landfill. Okay, so now we have a biochamber. And I'm going to make some pentapod eggs. So the man, to be able to just create some spoilage. That would be nice. I can create nutrients from the Yomako mash. Alright, so let's get some of that. Yomako, sorry, I said Yamato. Oh, hello. Right, we'll just craft that up. Oh boy, you gotta love Gleba. How's this working out? It is doing just fine. We do not have... We have 168 plus whatever's in here. This is going to be... Okay, so we're going to end up making... Oh, I need some water. Oh, no. Let's cut this and move this over. Alright, there's water. Nutrients. How many do we need? 30! What? And this can only be made in a biochamber. Awesome. So we're going to have to make a biochamber anyways. I was really only hoping to make one with this, but you know what? It is what it is. You guys are killing me with the no spoilage. So the kind of goal that we're aiming for right now, we kind of have a couple of goals. We are obviously trying to get to the point where we can make these biochambers, and for that we need nutrients. And the nutrients we're getting from spoilage, yeah. This is great. Thankfully, I am limiting the pentapod eggs at the moment. So we needed nutrients from Yomako mash. And this needs nutrients. Bro. Okay. That is not going to get us very far very fast. I guess you can maybe kind of see how people get a little frustrated with Gleba. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to connect it to the requesting chest and tell it enable if the Pentapod egg is less than 10. Let's do 5. So now he will insert into himself. Oh my gosh. This planet is crazy. And then that will start the process of, oh my gosh, we need more spoilage. Oh geez. Alright, so if I use this, worst case scenario, we just hand feed a lot of this stuff for now. Clock's is ticking. We got 1 minute and 24 seconds before we start running out of the nutrients. But we're getting seeds. That's the important part. Can this be done in... No, it has to be done in the Biochamber. And this can be done in anything. So, why are you not requesting in... Because it's all on me. Oh my goodness. This planet is fantastic. Okay, so once we get to the point where we can actually comfortably make some biochambers and we have this guy on a loop, which is kind of the goal. Well, I mean, we don't have it on a loop because we don't have any incoming materials, so that is going to be the difficult part. We're going to have to probably do some more runs to collect what we need. You know what, bots, you guys can just take it all. We have some biochambers, thank goodness. And this guy? He is looping. Right. Yeah, I would definitely say that this is the most frustrating part of Gleba. It's the early game. That is definitely the hard part. When you're trying to collect nutrients, you're trying to collect basically anything, and you don't have a constant supply, it is very frustrating. Alright, we have a biochamber. We have a couple of biochambers actually. And these guys are trashing unrequested. Where did those go? We definitely should have upgraded this sooner rather than later, as we have a 50% bonus from using the biochamber. Uh-oh. 20 seconds. Come on, you can do it. Again, we're getting seeds. That's the important part. All of this doesn't really matter. Right. So, I am going to end it there. As frustrating as it is to kind of not quite get this set up, we are getting to a point where we kind of need to make the agriculture tower. So we're going to be doing that in the next episode. We need landfill, we need steel. Steel we have because we brought in rocket supplies. We have the electronic circuits. Well, spoilage is rough, but we're gonna get there. Yeah, so we'll make an agriculture tower and start the process of hopefully getting some of this automated rather than just hand feeding it. Okay, so I will see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.